sweetest talk entertainment. Share and subscribe.
Hey guys, welcome to Entertainment Talk Nation. I'm your host Rob. This video, we're going to do my top 5 what the fuck moments of season 4 of The Walking Dead. Great season. I had a lot of fun watching it, but boy, there were some parts that you could just sit there and your jaw dropped, and it was quite incredible to see how it played out on the screen. So we're gonna start, and and this is my personal opinion. These are my top 5. This is not me saying that this should be the top 5. This is just my top 5 moments. In no particular order. I'm just going to put them out there, and here we go. So, my first, one of my first what the fuck moments was Rick banishing Carol from the group. I don't think anyone saw this coming. No one saw this coming at all. I think people thought at the time that they might try to work it out or whatever the case may be, but no, Rick took it upon himself without discussing it with the council that Carol had to go. And at the time, I could understand why Rick did it. I didn't agree with it. I don't think Carol would have been capable to hurt Judith or Carl in any given situation unless they were actually doomed, which I guess you could say, I mean, she did the same thing for Karen and David, but I don't know. I don't think it was the right time to do that. I think he should have maybe learned how to leverage Carol, maybe to do some dirty work that he himself is, at least up until this point, was incapable of doing. So now my number 4 what the F moment was Lizzie killing Mika. I mean, we all knew at some point or another both these girls probably wouldn't make it. What we didn't know, or what we didn't see coming, was one sibling killing the other. And we all knew that Lizzie was off the wire. We all knew that she wasn't altogether there, but I don't think we expected her to kill her own sister. But she did, and she did it to try and make a point, and obviously we didn't get that point. We didn't get what she was trying to say. Only she did. And it was a very, very sad moment, a very shocking moment, gut-wrenching, hard to watch, and just gives you an idea of just how dark the show got this season in terms of some of the characters. Now, my number 3 moment of this season, Herschel's death. This was heartbreaking. This was heartbreaking because Herschel was probably the one person who kept the most humanity of everybody on the show at that point, in my opinion. I think he saw that even though the world wasn't what it used to be and people were killing each other and fighting, he still felt that people could come back and be civilized and help each other. And he put himself on the line a couple of episodes before that to really, really prove that point. And it was very heartbreaking to see, no matter whether you read the comic books or not, you knew that at that point when the governor had the blade to his neck that it wasn't going to end well. And even though they tried to fool us when the governor slowed down and he seemed to be putting his sword down and really engaged with what Rick was saying, that to me, it didn't fool me. It didn't fool me. I don't think it fooled anybody. I think people knew that the end was coming, and that's what made it worse, is you anticipated it. Anticipating it is worse than seeing it. So when you're sitting there just waiting for it to happen, and then it finally does, it gut wrenches you. So that's my number 3 what WTF moment of season 4 of The Walking Dead. Now my number 2 WTF moment is Rick the Walker, Rick the Living Walker, taking a nice chunk out of the neck of Joe. And that was, for people who didn't read the comics, that was definitely a shocker. A lot of people didn't expect that. Very, very dark moment. But at the same time, a moment that people enjoyed. People were rooting for him. And as dark as it was, and as morbid as it seemed, really, what else option did he have? I mean, someone was about to rape his son. He's got a gun to his head. Michonne's got a gun to her head. And there's 2 or 3 guys kicking the crap out of Daryl. What else can you do except play shock factor and bite this guy's neck off, take everyone by surprise, and it left all the other guys open long enough for Michonne to pick them off. Daryl finish off the other guys, and then eventually Rick pretty much gutting the man who tried to rape his son. So that was my number 2. And my number 1 what the fuck moment, Carol telling Lizzie, look at the flowers, while she blasts her in the back of the head. Now, we don't actually see that scene, but obviously that's what took place. And it's hard enough to give somebody a mercy kill like she did with David and like she did with Karen. You know, but can you imagine killing somebody because they're just not there anymore, and that person being a kid, and also being a kid whose father earlier in the season asked you to look after them, and also a child that you have grown to be very, very fond of. And then she had to off her because she was going to be a threat to anyone at any given moment because of her mental instability. And the Grove, while Lizzie and Mika were not primary characters, while they were not main members of the cast, the episode was still very hard to watch, very brutal, and very heartbreaking. And it just gives you an idea of the kind of world that they're living in and some of the things that have to be done to survive. Tyrese and Carol could not sleep safely at night with Lizzie alive. And that's my top 5 what the fuck moments of season 4. I hope you guys liked the video. Please keep it here on ETN for more Walking Dead as we gear up for next fall when Walking Dead Season 5 starts. We'll be doing a couple of videos every now and then regarding The Walking Dead, whether it's speculation or things of that nature. So you can expect that going forward. This is Rob signing off for ETN, where we don't do news, we just talk entertainment. Take it easy.
Thank you for watching ETN. Don't forget to subscribe and join the Nation Facebook page. You're watching ETN, where we don't do news, we just talk entertainment. Share and subscribe.
Hey guys, welcome to Entertainment Talk Nation. I'm your host Rob. This video, we're going to do my top 5 what the fuck moments of season 4 of The Walking Dead. Great season. I had a lot of fun watching it, but boy, there were some parts that you could just sit there and your jaw dropped, and it was quite incredible to see how it played out on the screen. So we're gonna start, and and this is my personal opinion. These are my top 5. This is not me saying that this should be the top 5. This is just my top 5 moments. In no particular order. I'm just going to put them out